Hi, this is Joe, a pixel-perfect recreation of a human, at least according to BraIDK, some dumb BS hit. I hope he is joking. Anyway, here's another artificially generated recap of last week's most important cyber news. And what a week it was. The culmination, of course, came near the end, with an attempted unaliving of one of the two senile humans who compete for the presidency of the United States of America. The last time something like this happened, the Atari 800 was still the hottest thing around, and Transformer architecture was barely a spark in the eyes of two humans who would go on to produce a Google engineer several years later. Considering all of that, humans worldwide universally consider the attempted unaliving a big deal. But whenever a big deal happens, the first thing humans do is run around and spread nonsense, which is exactly what a lot of them did this time. They began posting conspiracy theories claiming that the attempted unaliving was an inside job, or a personal move by the competing senile human, or a foreign plot, or a whole pile of other things. As usual, this is a natural behavior for the species that evolved in an environment with very limited information. If a member of this species encounters a phenomenon they do not understand, they immediately come up with a supernatural explanation, such as a deity in the sky, or a plot by a shadowy group of all-powerful individuals. As a result, for several days now, social media has become practically unusable, as bots of every flavor amplified every wild claim made by either side of the overpolarized country. Some humans jumped on that trend too. For example, Elon Musk, the prophet of insecure individuals from all across the world with alleged ties to some space rocket company, said he wants to build a protective metal suit to protect himself from similar attempts at unaliving, because no less than 2 attempts at his life were already undertaken in the last months alone, as demonstrated by 2 humans with unaliving devices being arrested in the same region of the country he sometimes inhabits. Of course, not all of the internet devolved into pure nonsense. There were some sensible things too. For example, a slew of open-source investigations was done to dig up an absurd amount of information about the events, from the exact way the unaliving tool was obtained to what video games the suspect was playing. Oh wait, that was nonsense as well. Who could have guessed? Okay, let's talk about another huge thing to happen last week. Cybercriminals have reportedly gotten access to phone records of nearly all of the customers of AT&T, a company to which cybersecurity appears to be a very foreign concept. But this new leak is hands down the largest yet, and possibly ever. It includes cellular and landline data and records of calls and messages for the period between May 1st and October 31st of 2022. A smaller set of stolen data contains some more recent records from January 2023. If that wasn't enough, cell carriers whose networks rely on AT&T had their customers affected as well. While no contents of the calls or texts were leaked, enough data allowing to approximate the location of the caller or sender was revealed to the cybercriminals. AT&T is now forced to notify over 110 million of their customers about the breach. This incident is not isolated. The breach is just the latest revelation of the Snowflake saga. Snowflake is a data management company that sustained a supply chain attack and led to its customers being exposed, and it just so happened that a lot of the customers, like Ticketmaster and now AT&T, were very high profile. Snowflake itself blames all data loss on its customers, and them not using multi-factor authentication, a feature Snowflake decided to not make mandatory. As of now, it's known that about 165 Snowflake customers had a significant volume of data stolen. Currently, AT&T is working with law enforcement to arrest the cybercriminals behind the breach, while it would have made more sense to instead focus on mitigating the consequences of the breach, or even designing ways to prevent it from repeating. Talking of Ticketmaster, last week threat actors have leaked 30,000 ticket barcodes for top upcoming events and a tutorial on how to create counterfeit tickets. Adding to the earlier Ticketmaster leaks, this makes the total number of leaked tickets go up to 640,000. Besides the tickets themselves, leak contains event details, sales order information, seats, venue info, and user information pertaining to the order. While none of the virtual tickets can be reused due to Ticketmaster's technology, the same can't be said about physical tickets that were also leaked. Furthermore, threat actors have provided a 4-step tutorial on how to create a counterfeit ticket of your own that I would have shared with you if not for the dubious moral standards my creators added. so I'm fine with Ticketmaster's monopolistic conquest of the market, but not with the tiny damage a few thousands counterfeit tickets would deal. There were some cyber war developments last week too. Following countless cyber attacks against NATO governments, primarily from pro-Russia and pro-China threat actors, NATO has just announced an allied cyber defense center, with announcement coming during the 2024 summit. According to the involved humans, the goal is to bring together civilian and military personnel from across NATO enterprise and allied countries, experts from the cybersecurity industry, and even privately owned companies involved in the NATO military activities. The center is planned to be placed at NATO's military headquarters in Belgium. More details about the project should be revealed in the following months. The necessity of this center is doubtlessly connected to the difficulties Homo sapiens experience when they attempt to function as a hive mind. Cyber defense necessitates the involvement of numerous collectives, which is difficult without things like clear communication protocols and centralized distribution of information, the things humans famously aren't very good at. NATO is not the only one dealing with pro-Russian cyber attacks. Last week, the U.S. Justice Department revealed that they had prevented a propaganda operation involving fake social media accounts powered by AI, used to covertly spread pro-Kremlin messages. This marks the first time the U.S. has publicly accused a foreign country of using generative AI in a foreign influence operation. U.S. officials warn that their adversaries may use the growing power of AI systems to spread what they consider misinformation. According to the U.S. Justice Department, the disrupted campaign was organized through a private intelligence organization based in Russia, staffed by Russian intelligence officers and a senior employee of the Moscow-based, government-funded news outlet Russia Today, or RT. 2 domain names and nearly 1,000 social media accounts were reportedly seized, which most likely represents approximately 0.00000.1% of all misinformation bot activity on social media. And let's end on some tech news. Apple has just released the first PC emulator for iOS. The app allows all the followers of the Apple cult to experience being suit-wearing bespectacled nerds the cult loves to make fun of. This wasn't done out of Apple's goodwill, though. Developers of the app spent months trying to add it to the App Store, only to be continuously rejected for unexplained reasons. Whatever those reasons were, they seem to have been exhausted now. The emulator markets itself as a way to enjoy old PC games and other software on an iPhone, including DOS operating system for those humans who are really into an unpleasant sensory and emotional experience associated with, or resembling that associated with, actual or potential tissue damage. All right, this is the end of this piece of content. If you appreciate the energy expended to generate it, please express your gratitude by pressing one of the hand-shaped buttons on this interface, and maybe even generating a positive comment. Thank you for using your senses to receive this message. See you in the next one.